Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I have more flower letters for you. This is a bi-monthly subscription, so you'll get 2 letters per month of a story told over a 12-month span. I have letters 2, 3, and 4 to share with you today, and I've really enjoyed everything I've gotten so far. I can't wait to show you more. If you sign up for the annual plan, you will get this gorgeous tin. This is the one for the Clara letters. That is the one that I am getting free to review from the company, and I can't thank them enough. And I have an affiliate link down below that saves you 15% and also gets me a little kickback, which I can put back into the channel to bring you more content. So if you want to see what's in my next couple of flower letters and this gorgeous tin, of course, then please stay tuned. I have another unboxing that I'll link in the description box below with my very first letter, and it explains the subscription in detail, but basically they will mail them out the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month. Just some new additional things that I've learned since that first video. And so mine, it depends on where you are in the state, but mine takes a little over a week. So let's say the 2nd Friday they mail it out. The 3rd Friday, it won't be here yet, but around that next Monday or Tuesday, I usually expect to get the letter. And of course, they have great customer service. If you don't get a letter with, they say how long versus domestically, and this is also available internationally, since it's just literally the cost of a postage stamp. But here's what it looks like here. Kindly deliver into the care of, and it's got prepaid postage on here. So, and remember, I have a 15% off code, and this is the second letter, so we're going to get into this. I really want to show you everything in this and just really dive into the materials. Now, some of these are thicker than others. You'll receive different things every time. Do be mindful of the order that everything is sent in, because that is very important. So, remember that Clara is headed west, and she's going to a mining town in northern Utah, and she's in the process of answering kind of not a mail order bride per se, but back in those times, in the years, it was kind of an ad in a newspaper for a bride situation, and she wrote back with what she was expecting. So we have the Pinkerton's National Detective Agency. So they are suspecting some foul play at the mining town in the mine, I think, that's near where she's going. This is also great too if you're into scrapbooking. I've seen a lot of people doing scrapbook type things with this subscription, and I think the curator is even thinking about potentially adding maybe her own twist to that, to the subscription. Crafters, if she brings anything new out with that, I will let you know. So this is on pink paper, Pinkerton's Detective Agency. We never sleep. This is to Agent Matthew Hickam, and this is a letter to Matthew, and this is in 1884. So you're going to continue reading the story, and I'm not allowed to obviously tell you a lot of details about it, but we get into this amazing handwritten story, the letters. This is to Matthew from Bill Pinkerton at the detective agency. And this is apparently, it says right here, you get these little facts and tidbits. This is actually one of the original Pinkerton agency addresses in Chicago. To learn more about the Pinkertons and other phrases highlighted in this letter, visit our Learn page at theflowerletters.com. So you can see there's some vocabulary words there. I've looked at some of the articles on their Learn page. They have a lot of the actual history and things that go into the letters. You can go read about it on their website, and I suppose look up some of these terms. Like that says, I don't even know what that says. The word looks like Curglaff, Curglaff. So again, yeah, I would need to look that up. Maybe some antiquated type terms, like yeah, there's definitely lolly cooler. I don't know. 1884, sorry guys. This is a little bit before my time, just a smidge. So I think that's great that they provide a learn section. It's also a cool idea for homeschoolers. There is a one based more towards kids. These are all family friendly, even though some can have romance. They also have a kids one that's more of a fantasy adventure. This is, reward $5,000 for the capture alive of sisters Belladonna, Jessamine, and Azalea Star, better known as the Bright Stars. This is getting really interesting, and the story has unfolded and is getting interested. Wanted for murder by poison and thievery. It's a really neat, just vintage newspaper. This is great for collages and things like that, but then you also risk ruining what you have in the front. Sometimes you'll get postcards and other keepsakes in the letter. This is the attention read last in my second letter here. And this is we got a telegraph, Continental Union Telegraph. So this is Matthew responding back to Bill in here. So we're curious to see what he says about what's being investigated. And this is the Atler burglar proof sash lock, and basically just an ad, I think. Vintage looking ad. Again, this is awesome. Awesome things for art and anything you might be interested in. But I would, obviously read the story, and I've got the keepsakes in. I definitely want to read the entire story before I do anything collage journal-wise. But that was letter number 2. Let's look into this next letter. Something else I learned about the subscription in the meantime, they also do have what I believe is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like your annual member letter in the first year, you can get your money back in the first month, if you get in a year subscription. Or you can also change, what I read is you can change stories if you don't like the story that you chose. There's a bunch of options. They're listed on their website. I've went over a lot of them in my first unboxing video. If you're interested in the subscription, I highly recommend checking out my first one with all of the details of the actual subscription. Again, this is the Lily Clara letters. And just to let you guys know, for the annual membership, it's $155.40 for the entire year, and you prepay that up front. I have a code that will get you 15% off, and they have lots of sales throughout the year. They just had one over Labor Day for 35% off. When they do those 35% sales, I would jump on them. Please still use my link and tell them that you found them through me, but you can get it for $99, which puts it under $100 for the entire year. And this is great to share with loved ones if you have somebody, a older relative, somebody in a nursing home maybe that you want to go visit. You can read it together, or you can just read it together with any of your family members, whether it's an older parent or a younger kid, if you want to get that adventure series. And all of these are PG anyway, so if they were fans of Dr. Quinn or any types, that's what some of these remind me of, the TV show Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. If they were fans of any types of shows like that on the PG range, they're gonna like this basically. And monthly, it's also $12.95. That's paying per month, so you could stop if you wanted. And if you do want to continue your story, they let them know what letter you left off on, and they can continue sending the next sequential letter when you want to continue. So there's some details about the subscription that I didn't mention in the first video, and basically learned as I went along, receiving it myself. So like I talked about, a postcard, letter 3 has a postcard, and you could send this in the real mail if you wanted, or you could just keep it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's vintage floral. So let's see, this is to Katie Darling here. We're still in 1884, and I love the florals on this paper here. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, we have plenty of material, so this really is like getting a story just over time, so it's not as overwhelming. You could read a story in chunks. If you're not one to read and delve into a big book, this is a way to do it. So this is to Katie from Lily Clara herself. And in letter 1, we saw a picture of Lily Clara down here. Or sorry, back in the unboxing for letter 1, I was distracted by this quote. And again, it's got highlighted phrases and more information on the to learn section on their website. You might want to go and check out some of the history about the letter. It might help you choose the letter too, but be careful for that in terms of spoilers. So this is the, what does that say? Lego or Sago, not sure. Lily embroidery pattern. Oh, that's neat, because she did want to be a seamstress and have her own dressmaking shop. So we have an embroidery pattern. Wow. And all the types of knots that you have to do for this design. French knots. A lot of them are French knots. Outline with back stitch. Lazy daisy stitch. Maybe some of you know what these are. I certainly do not. Rose wheel stitch. Wow. That looks complicated. This is really cool. And you can think about patterns and how they were used back in the 19th century, in 1884. Follow the 3 steps for the embroidery pattern for yourself. So this is actually a DIY project, and you can follow these 3 steps. Super cool. Let's see if you actually need, I'm curious if you actually need supplies. Let's see what it says. Use a black fine-tipped marker. Trace the, sago lily. I'm sure not. I think that might be an S. Sorry about that. Motif onto tracing paper. If you remember patterns back in the day. Let's see. Number 2, secure tracing paper to light box or well-lit window with masking tape. Hey, you could also use washi tape, I bet, for that. Just saying. Another use for washi tape from all my other unboxings. Then secure your choice of fabric over the top. Trace the sago lily motif onto your fabric with a light colored fabric pencil or marker or watercolor pencil. Step 4, situate your fabric onto an embroidery frame and begin embroidering using the stitches indicated below. So yeah, you can actually trace this and make your own embroidery. If you're into embroidery, that is really, really neat. I didn't think there'd be a DIY project in here. Whoa, look at the artwork on the back. Maybe these are some of Lily's designs? Front and back, yes. Wow. Beautiful. Looks like she's very, very talented. The front of the dress and the back of the dress. I think she needs her own shop. What do you think? Bonnet detail. This is for her Clara's wedding clothes. Spoiler alert. We could probably all guess in these will or won't these stories. They usually will, right? And cute little artwork here for the last part of letter 3. Alan's Lung Balsam. This is something from an apothecary, Perry Davis's painkiller. This is like an advertisement for an apothecary type items. Interesting that there are children in this, but let's see what's on this side. The home physician, here we go. For coughs, cold, croup, and consumption. What an advertisement, huh? I love the alliteration there. It literally covers it all, doesn't it? All right, so it looks like letter 4 is thick and has a lot in it, so that's exciting. Like I said, each letter will come with different items. So let's take a look here. It looks like we have another art card, postcard. Like I said, this is gorgeous. Same kind of floral design. The artist, I believe her name is Hanny Clark. If I got that wrong, I will put it in the screen, but I follow her Instagram as well as the Flower Letters because she does her own designs. She does all of this artwork, plus she's a published author. She writes all these letters. She's very talented. She's fun to follow. I like to see what else she's working on, so following her on Instagram, she's very talented. You can see a lot of projects she creates, and this is really, I don't know how many pages this is yet. This one's really folded up. This might be why letter 4 was so thick, but it still came in one stamp. So beautiful stationery. Again, we've got this blue shade, grayish blue with the florals. This is to Katie again. And I think when the letters are from Clara, they are all in this stationery. This is gorgeous stationery. This is going to be a long read too. It is a lot of cursive. It is, I can read cursive. I went to school. They still taught cursive. Everybody was excited to write it and learn how to write it because they still should be teaching cursive, in my opinion, in schools. So this is a long letter from Clara to Katie. I believe Katie is her sister. So she's been writing back and forth to her sister. So we know there's going to be some juicy gossip in there, right? So there we have that letter. That's the main bulk of letter 4 from the looks of it. And then we have, what type of surprise do we have here? Right, Frisco, Utah. I think it's the name of the town. Oh, yeah, Frisco Town Crier. This is a little newspaper for Frisco. This is super cool. Just a fortuitous Frisco welcome. This is neat. And you can see it's all stained and vintage. This is so neat. This really makes me feel like I'm living in 1884. Moving along, we have this gorgeous, gorgeous floral card here. W. Hall Jeweler, Success, opposite Hubbard House in Sioux City. I think that's Sioux, Iowa. I think that's pronounced Sioux, right? Or right? I'm pretty sure. Asking you guys like you can answer me, right? Maybe if she's designing her bridal gown, maybe she's getting some jewelry to go with it, right? Awesome. Fine watch repairs and specialties. Watches, clocks, jewelry, and silverware. So that's letter 4. Just a really interesting newspaper and very long letter. And that's what you'll see too. You'll get a good amount of story because they're not all just 1 page or 2 pages. This one's 4 pages. So these sisters are quite chatty, but we love it because that's how we're finding out the story. It's literally being told from the point of view of different characters writing to each other. So in this entire letter, we get the story from Katie's point of view to Lily. And in the last one, we got it from Lily to her sister Katie, if that makes sense. So it's literally one correspondence, one character to another. If you're in the premiere, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Remember, swipe to those outer comments. Leave me a comment. I would love to see what you think about the flower letters. If there's any particular aspect that you like, and if you have questions, refer to you can certainly ask me, of course, or refer to my first unboxing video that explained the subscription in detail. And I'm really looking forward to looking at more, in my letter tin here. Gorgeous, gorgeous letters. I do have letter 5 right here. They're all, I should have crossed out the address, but they're all numbered so you can keep track. Letter 5 is ready to go and waiting to be shown on the channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me as I opened letters 2, 3, and 4 in this video. If you haven't already, please just give this video a like, a thumbs up. It helps me and it helps my channel. Until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.